the White House has detected some activity of concern on the White House network. There is an ongoing effort to evaluate that activity and to mitigate the risk associated with that activity.
When Scandal does a spinoff, he's so going to play the president, right? Just he looks like. Welcome back to the Daily Wrap, everybody. I'm Joe Concha, along with my panel: Rick Unger,
Hello.
Heather Hansen, and Lisa Jantovich.
This is like, what's my line?
Yes.
That's right.
Anyway, 20 minutes ago, that was White House spokesperson Josh Earnest back in October announcing Russia hacked White House computers. CNN now reporting yesterday that according to their sources, the Russian hackers who were behind last year's White House cyber attack used the State Department portal to access the government, the White House computer system yet again. You get that State Department to White House. Good. However, according to White House Deputy National Security Advisor Ben Rhodes, hackers did not access any classified material.
The White House has detected some...
The fact of the matter is, we have different systems here at the White House. So we have an unclassified system, and then we have a classified system, a top secret system. That is where the sensitive national security information is, the classified information is. That was a secure system. So we do not believe that our classified systems were compromised.
Okay, maybe they didn't have access to the classified stuff because half of it was in Chappaqua.
Good thing.
Yes. But the fact is, hackers did have access to sensitive information like the president's private schedule. Also more worrisome. According to CNN, one official says Russian hackers have, quote unquote, owned the State Department system for months and that they might still have access to the computer system. The White House, of course, trying to downplay the incident, but there is no doubt there is a serious security breach. Mr. Unger, always never taking this stuff seriously in any way, shape, or form. Who cares if the Russians have access to the president's private schedule? What could they possibly do with that?
I gotta say it again.
Oh, no.
The safest place to have emails in government is in Hillary Clinton's basement.
It's in Chappaqua. And she knew this in advance, and that's why.
It's unbelievable. I think there's a better chance she wasn't hacked than the State Department and the White House.
She kept it in a shed in her backyard,
It's-
probably.
yeah.
I could have
I mean,
put a floppy disk in there and
It's
pulled it out.
unbelievable the amount of hacking. And are we prepared for serious cyber warfare?
No.
Not even close.
Die Hard
Not
4
even
showed
close.
that.
Nobody's taking it seriously. It is so representative of how this country now works.
Okay,
We
so-
don't do anything until the problem already happens, and then we react.
Educate us first. Cyber warfare, what does that mean to folks sitting at home?
Well, it's cyber warfare there's many facets of it. What's interesting about what you're saying, no one cares, on April 1st, President Obama signed an executive order to bring some sanctions against people who are engaging in cyber warfare.
Like
so the
Russia.
people who are doing, and like North Korea with the
Sony.
Yes, exactly.
And Anonymous, and all these other
But
organizations.
no. His executive order, interestingly enough, does not cover
Just
people
governments.
who are here. It's only people who are outside of the United States,
Well,
which I think is
Anonymous
a problem.
may be outside
Right.
the United States. We don't know.
But I think that the executive order should have gone a whole lot further. Clearly, now we know that. I think also we clearly need legislation. And the Republican congressmen have set forth legislation on numerous occasions which people cannot get it together. This is an issue that is as important as nuclear issues, and they've got to get it together and pass some legislation.
Lisa, this is what I mean. Cyber warfare means what exactly? It means shutting down whole power grids, and we saw what happened back in 2003 when power went down on the East Coast. The lights went out in Washington yesterday for a pretty long period of time, including at the State Department. I wonder if that was a test run.
Right. Well, they say that had nothing to do with it. The other thing is and Rick, we were talking about this, that we joke about Hillary Clinton and her emails, but in fact it was Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, who headed the Defense Intelligence Agency under the Obama administration, that said just yesterday that it is very likely that her emails
Yeah, but isn't it
were
funny he
hacked.
had nothing to say about, as he was saying that, the White House was being hacked, and that didn't enter his mind to comment on. Nothing political about that,
Well,
right?
but he did say that it was very likely that China, that Russia, that
Hillary.
Iran.
But not the State Department, not the White House. Hillary was his
The
concern.
politics of this have to go out the window
Yeah.
because we are talking about. I read today that $13 million a year is lost into banks with cyber warfare, cyber hacking, cyber security. We are losing money.
But can
We are at risk, and we've got to. Our Congress, our government has got to get it together and realize the import of this issue.
And
do
yet
we
they,
have-
and they won't.
They
And
won't.
This is the problem.
You're about to answer my question.
And they won't. Here's the problem. And you have to see this. Look, 20 years ago, we all knew there was a baby boomer generation. We all knew that in 20 years, we were going to need money when they hit Social Security, when they hit Medicare. What did Congress do about it? Nothing, because it wasn't politically useful to them at that time. We will do the same thing here because to do it costs money. We'll wait for a disaster and then we'll react.
That's exactly how everything works in this country.
Yeah.
We got to go, unfortunately. But yeah, first get attacked and then say, why didn't we connect the dots? Dots are there, my friend, right now. Coming up next, it's potluck time. This is the Daily Wrap, only on Newsmax TV.